Hello and welcome to my video review on the Pocket Toys Bruticus. Now, I've reviewed all these guys individually. Now it's time to combine them. So, first I have these guys all in their alt modes. It's just the easiest mode for them all to be in for transformation or combined form. We'll start with Swindle here. All you gotta do is pop the hood up, and there's this little piece here. This is the combiner joint, and when I first got that used to be stupid tight where you couldn't move it with your fingers. You actually had to put it on slot and to actually move it. I just sanded down right here on the ratchet, and now it's just perfect tightness. Just a little something I had to do, not a big deal. Next, we will take one of the feet. There's two of them. The one we're going to be using is, this guy right here. So first, you want to open this up, and those two tabs will go into right here, just like that. And then this has a black tab that will peg into the crotch plate. So there you have one leg all done. Same thing with Bruticus, although he's a little, or not Bruticus, Brawl, he's a little easier. We're going to want to move this joint down. You'll see why later. So just move it down just enough. You only have to do like a 45-degree angle. And then, again, pop this up. And there's two tabs. I'll go onto the bottom right here. Just snap that in. And then peg that back piece into the butt. And there you have another leg all done. Next, we will do the body. So first, we're going to want to take the cannons off. Now, Onslaught's a little different for a Bruticus. He does transform a little differently. So, we'll go over that. First, what you want to do here, unsnap these panels, bring the legs out, just like you're doing for robot mode. Bring those out in the double hinge, just like that. Now, we will come back to here. And those heels that we flipped out in robot mode is now the heels for the combiner joint. So let's flip that out. It's easier said than done, so I like to take the pink thing that's for the bust mode, and I just put it in there and then wedge it out, and then usually I can get it from there. So a little tricky, but not too bad. Then you're going to want to bring the legs out, and then at a hinge just above, just like that. And we will do the same thing on this side, out, and then hinge down, just like that. Now we will go to the upper body, and we will take them and bring them up here, and then just swivel them to the side, and there's a peg that will tab in right there. There's the hole, there's the peg. And it will tab in, and then you're pretty much all done. So, for adding stuff, we can add that, you will add this, you will add this, and we will add this. So, what we're going to want to do is prep these. So this, we're going to want to flip out like that, and then there's the combiner joint right here, and it'll just click into place, which is pretty nice. And also, the very first part isn't on a ratchet, so it's easy to pull out. But then once you get it pulled out, it's nice and tough for the transformation joint. I think that is a genius piece of engineering. I just absolutely adore that. That is so nice and so well thought out. Anyway, that piece is done. For the head, just make sure the antlers are straight. Have this 90 degrees. These pieces flared out. You're done. Just have this in this configuration, like that. And this will go onto the back of this guy. And if you want to, there's a hole right there, and you can plug the small cannon on this way. Let me just do it the other way around here. It won't go another way, but you can have that kind of fading or falling down there. Really nothing you can do with this. This is just an extra piece. There is a gun combination, but that's not in it. So just do it whatever you want. And then we can turn these cannons around so the screws are facing back. And now we can take in our onslaught. And there's 2 tabs there and there. They will go into those 2 holes. And now he's getting a lot bulkier and a lot taller. Next, we will take the chest here. And there's a tab here, hole there, or opposite way around, but you know what I mean. And there's also 2 tabs on the shoulders. And just line that all up, and it should just click into place. And now it's nice and secure, and that ain't going anywhere. Then we can take this piece, there's just a little tab there, go into our hole right there, just push that in, and there we go. There he is, all done. And if you want to, you can take the missile pods and then put them back here as well for storage. So you can have a pretty big backpack if you want. You can take that off. I'm just going to leave it there, just to give them a little more bulk. I kind of like that, but this is completely optional. I just like shoving it all back there. So now that we have the legs and the torso done, let's get to the arms. First, we'll start out with blast off. So what you're going to want to do is untab these and fold these down. And now, the cool thing about these guys is usually, like Combiner Wars, they had the legs be the elbow joint. But no, they had to just go one step further and make a separate joint that is for the combined mode. And it'll just clip in, you pull it out, and there is the joint. Just make sure that's all nice and squoze, and there we go. Then we can take the fist, in this case, the right or left fist, depending which way you're looking at it. And that will just peg in to those holes, and then we can rotate the fist around, and that, actually no, it wasn't the right orientation. He goes on like this, which is a little different. So, yeah. And we can twist this up. We can have him go in this way, which is, I think, the way they want you to do it. This way you have another joint plus that other bend, so you can get a nice joint. 2 nice joints there. I like to just angle it like that. It's a little more sleek, but I will keep it like this for the transformation. Next, we have Vortex. Him, pretty simple. Just remove that. And same thing, just take this and pull on it. Just kind of make sure you're getting by that waist joint, and so it's a little tighter. And there we go. There is Vortex extended. And for him, we got to take off this piece. And this piece really can't go anywhere. It's one of the few pieces that you really can't do anything with. And then we will take the other fist, and this will go on right here, just like that. And then we will rotate there. And there we have the arm all done. Just peg that right back in. So now you can maul down the enemies with blades. Just like in, what is that game called? Totally blanking on it. I will come back to it. Okay, so now we will take these guys and we will put them on. So Swindle, go on this side. Bruticus, or not Bruticus, Brawl goes on this side and just slide right in. And if you had this flush up against it, you couldn't slide it in. But once you slide it in, bring it back up, and that leg ain't going nowhere. So, I'm gonna bring this camera up. And he is getting quite tall. So then we will take Vortex, and I remembered Fall Cybertron. Knew it was something Cybertron. Can't believe I could not remember that. And then this will just peg in, like so. Oh, and also forgot to mention, these will rotate around so they have more clearance. And there's just a tab that is in these arms that will go into the body. So there's that. There's one arm, all tabbed in. And we'll do the same with the other arm. Just bring it forward here, and I'll show off the connection here. 2 holes there, and the 2 pegs there. It can be a little tricky at times. Once you get it in there, it is not coming off. Oh, there goes the propeller. Well, I found it, and that just broke on camera. Yeah, that's the one that already broke on me, so I'm gonna have to refix that. That's okay. Yeah, be careful with those propellers. They are a little fragile. Now it's gonna be droopy. Yeah. Okay, well, now we have them all combined. We will set him aside. Now we will combine the weapons. So zooming on in here. Bring all these weapons in. First, we gotta prep this, which goes like that. And then fold this down. And this weapon is prepped. Next, we will take this piece. We will fold in that tab. Fold out this tab and fold it backwards. And then take Swindle's pistol, plug it in to the gun like this. Then we will take this guy, and he will be facing this way. And then this will tab into that piece. This will tab in here. Then we can take these guns, and they will plug in right here. And they also tab in the front right there. It's just like that. So we can do a second one. And there we go. Just bring those out and smush it together. Now we can take this little piece and put it on there for more of a sniper scope. And then we can take either these guns or these guns, either or, and they will go on the sides right here. You can't put all the guns together. I like doing Vortex's guns because they have silver, and I think that just adds to the gun. Okay, bringing in bruticus. Oh, and we will zoom back on up. And one thing I haven't showed off yet that it comes with is shockwave. And this is a really nice G1 shockwave that is a good scale to fit in with a lot of the other characters, like Chug. I really like this because it's a little sound wave, you know? And it doesn't look too stylized, it's just perfect. So we'll show how to put on both weapons, put each one in a different hand. So we just open this hand up, and there's a tab right there, and this will just slot into that peg or hole, just like so. Just wrap the fingers around, and there we go. There, bruticus is holding shockwave. And now we can also do the same thing on the other side. Just tabs in, fold up the fingers, and my God, he is gorgeous. So I'm just gonna take, fall off here. We're just gonna take this. I'm gonna bring this up. And yeah, definitely a gorgeous figure. Get this out of the shot here. I will go over articulation. I won't do it full. I won't show everything off because he is just a little loose, and I don't know how well his tolerances are in this. So, yeah. I am going to take these weapons off, and I will go over articulation. Again, the fists have a lot. They have a ball joint at the base, and then another hinge joint at the finger. So you got all sorts of stuff, and of course, you can make him flip people off. Just awesome. Love when you can flip off people with your Transformers. It's just the most rewarding feeling in the world. You saw the bend the elbow. You also have another bend right here. A full 360 right here. You can go out about that far. No in and out. There is a bicep swivel. And it's about the same on this other side here. The head is at a ball joint, left and right, up and down quite a lot, and a little bit of side to side. Of course, you have a waist swivel, because why not? Can kick forward, not too far from that. It's about all you're going to get. You can get a little bit more back, but you're not going to need that. It can go out all the way to do the splits. It's got a nice knee bend, like that. This does tend to happen where that comes on tab. You can just tab that back in. And foot pivot. And then you have a toe pivot too. Oh boy. Then also you have, I believe, a swivel. No swivel. No swivel. Sad. And I think that's basically it. So I am going to put this back on. It's just coming off with the mushroom peg here. So let me just put that back in. And there we go. There he is. Now I'll get him in a nice pose, then I'll end it off. So overall, this figure is quite nice. They are a little bit better, I feel, in their individual modes than combined mode. It looks great, but it is a little loose in some spots, as that keeps falling off. This right here, it would just fall, and of course his weapon drops. And also, the legs like to slide out. The legs aren't really that poseable. You can't get them into much because once you bring it out once, it like really clicks out. And it's hard to get him standing dynamically without him falling over. He's just a little loose in this mode. But still looks great and is great on a shelf. This thing I would recommend, especially if you like bruticus, but be warned, it is kind of fragile. One thing I forgot to mention here. I almost forgot about this. These can fold out, and they can go inside right here. So there's two tabs. These tab together, and they can go inside right here and fold up there. I forgot to mention that. And see, there he's falling over. Just loves the fall over. So, yeah. As you can see, he is definitely a little loose. I wouldn't recommend playing with this guy and posing him in this combined mode. I recommend getting the Combined Wars version. I do have the Combined Wars version, and I think I'm going to review that soon. Just gonna get a comparison of like third party versus mainline. But yeah, that's about it. So, see you guys later. Peace out. I am not going to push you over.